Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope you had a great weekend. We had a fabulous weekend. In fact, I'm still in my dress from going out with the family, and we had a wonderful time, and I'll get into that in just a second. Let's see. Recently, I've been watching a lot of Sweet Allison from AJ's Inspired Life. I've been watching a lot of her videos. It's amazing to me, girl, how many videos you get out with your work schedule. You inspire me. You inspire me. So a lot of her videos of late, like her journal with me, the last two, I believe, that I've been watching were her, obviously, journaling with us. Let's just try to move some of this stuff. Good grief, my desk is a holy disaster. But what she's really been making a point of is showing us how there are so many different things all around you that you can use in your journals, and so that's what I've been doing kind of this weekend. I've been trying to do that. We're going to get into all this stuff in a minute. I am still currently working through my April book. Okay, I have a lot of journaling to do. You've seen most of this. I'm trying to get at least like half of April done so that I can go ahead and do a flip through, which should be coming out fairly soon, hopefully this week maybe. And then I have all of these yet to be done, and in all honesty, I don't know if they're going to get done or not. I might choose to leave them blank. I don't know, because at this point I'm ready to move on, folks. Ready to move on. Okay. Ready. Okay. So, oh, and I did want to mention as well, thank you so much for your prayers and your well wishes from last week's ramble session. We were heading into SAT week at school, and I had been on a forced vacation prior to that, and then I ended up like going into a POTS flare, which is my chronic illness, and that has not happened, oh golly, in years. So it really threw me for a loop. I ended up staying home an extra day, and I knew that SAT week at school was a blackout week, meaning no teachers or assistants could be absent, like, unless there was something horrible, right? And so I guess that was also adding to my stress. And yeah, I was so worried that I wasn't going to be able to make it or whatever. But again, I thank you for all your prayers and well wishes. Monday, I got to school and I felt absolutely fabulous. The rest of the week, not so hot, but you know what? The positive point of all of that is that I got through the week. So yes, it all went well. And also, I went back to school right in the middle of Teacher Appreciation Week. Now, if you recall from last week, at the Ramble session, I had discussed about this book not having enough pages because I wanted like 2 double spreads for Teacher Appreciation Week, because the kids were so sweet and had, so many things. They were just so generous and just lovely, things for Teacher Appreciation Week. This was one of the things as well. In fact, it came in this plastic thing, and this is one of the things also along the lines of Allison's recent videos, which I so appreciate, is keeping things like this. There are so many things that you can use in your books, things that you collect throughout the day, whatever. And I'm going to show you some of those things in just a moment that are going to be added to my book. But these little plastic things are great to slip in things for Happy Mail when you put them in the mail. So I always save these. Sorry if there was a terrible glare. And then, well, this is one of the things that I had received. This is a thing of sticky notes, and I think that it would go just perfectly right about here to do some journaling on, right? Possibly, or somewhere along these lines, somewhere in the book here, that I can place this to do some of my journaling for Teacher Appreciation Week. I thought I was going to glue something else right there. Did I put it someplace else? Yeah, I must have put it right there. So Anyway, I wanted like a double page, or two actually, double page spreads. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. And this is my May book, and I really haven't done much in it, you know, except that I have all of these, okay, sticky notes. Now, the reason they're all in a pile and not on the page is because if you recall last week, I was saying that I wanted to do these double spreads for Teacher Appreciation Week, and that I might not have enough room in this book. So what I ended up doing was taking this binding out. I added just one more double spread, right, into my book so that I have more than 32 surfaces to work on. Okay, I added so that I would have an extra double page spread. So that worked successfully. And then at the end of the month, I will have just the one extra page. You know, I believe Monday is the 31st of May, and then I'll have an extra page here, which is actually fine because I think we're going away this weekend, possibly. So I might have, like, you know, some extra pictures or something that I can put on this back page. So it'll work out perfectly, okay? Now, so I do have, like, you know, my post-it notes, okay? All of these need to go back in here. Like, this is Saturday for the Saturday the 15th. This is Friday the 14th. I keep notes in my phone normally, but, oh, this was Friday the 14th. But sometimes I come in here too. Like, in fact, last night I went to bed rather early, and I don't know what happened. Like, I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep at first, then I woke up, then I could go back to sleep. So I came in here and I just wrote my notes out from my memory, which is always slightly scary. I don't know where Thursday the 13th is. Oh, it's right there. So there. So that's what I did, right? And I had to renumber the pages because I added an extra page in, which is fine. This was Monday the 10th. Okay, so I'm just doing this with you while I yammer. Let's see, this was the 8th. Some things have a whole lot, some things not so much. I'll have to, again, check my notes. I also, one of the things that I like to do as well, when I can't remember every little thing that happened, of course, is to, okay, this happened on this day here, is, go through my text messages, go through some photo, like if I've taken any photos, go through, yeah, my phone call list, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then, again, back along the lines of, let's see. Okay, this, I'm going to talk about this in a minute, okay? This was Mother's Day, perhaps? No, this was today. So this is not going to go here. This is going to go on the previous Sunday because that's when Mother's Day was. And yeah, I'll talk about that in a moment. And then this is what I'm talking about, okay? This, okay? Sorry for the crinkling and whatnot. Church's chicken, okay? Oh gosh. All right, this I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut together, okay? I hope there's no chicken stuff on there, but whatever. Yeah. This is what we talk about when we say use your stuff. You know, ephemera and whatnot can come from so many different places, right? So many different places. And yeah, it's well worth saving because it's just fun to use the stuff in your book, right? Okay, I've got to throw that away in the kitchen garbage. Okay, so like this, my husband and son went out. My son actually invited my husband out to like a restaurant place that they were having a retirement get together for a guy out at work, you know. And if you know, my son works at the place that my husband used to work at and had worked out for 30 years or so. So anyhow, it was super duper sweet that my son invited him to go out, and I'm so glad that my husband decided to go out. Yeah, so he saw just so many old friends from work, and it was really great for him to do that, you know? And so this and this, I'm gonna put together and along with this, because I typed out a little thing to my son, and then, you know, just thanking him for inviting his dad, and, you know, that we're so proud of him, and we're just so glad that he's so proud of his father, you know. And then the little message that he sent me back, you know, so it was just super duper sweet. So this, I'm actually going to cut out. I mean, I'll do a better job when the time comes, but I'm gonna put all of this on for Friday. Is that when they went? That was on, yes, on Friday. Okay, so I have a lot of different paper clips up here. This is what I do so that I know what goes on what page, okay? Yesterday was Saturday, and I know that my husband and I had these for dinner, probably like not the most healthy of choices, but again, you know, I use food packaging. So I can either cut this part out, right? Just cut it right out of the box and stick it on the page, because by using a composition book like I do, there is quite a lot of real estate, you know, to use. So I can either put this in there like this, just like this, or I'll show you another trick as well that you can do is, I don't know if I want to use that part or this part. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to just put that aside. But another thing you can do when you have food packaging like this is it's made of thicker cardboard, right? So if you're careful, sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. If you're careful, you can actually peel. And if I'm not so careful, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? But you can carefully peel just the top part. Hopefully this will work. Might not because I'm on camera. You know how that goes. But see, you can peel this off, right? Here's the thicker piece of cardboard. That can go in the garbage. And then you just have this like nice flat, you know, piece, okay? So this I know we had on last night, my husband and I. Again, not the healthiest of choices, but it is what it is, you know? So that goes on that day. Oh, okay. Then I have this, right? My daughter and I, again, we went out to breakfast at, you know, the place that we go to whenever we go out to breakfast. It's right on the way to work. It's super easy, you know. We were riding together that day because my husband was picking me up. So I want to make note of that, you know. So I stick that right in there so that I know we went to that, okay? Now we're gonna get into this stuff over here. So this is today, the 16th, okay? And can I just tell you, we had the most wonderful, wonderful day today, okay? It was just the four of us, the kids, the two gems, my husband and I. And my kids had purchased for me, let's go back to, let's just put another paper clip over here if I can find one. Yes, just so, because this is curling up and it's not making me happy. But let's see, back on Mother's Day, like I said, okay, my kids, did I put it in here even? Where's Mother's Day? Where did I put it? Oh, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me right now? When was it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is what my kids got me, okay? And I will put a link below to a very short video about what this is, okay? I know it's hard to read, but it says, Mom, we hope you will Van Gogh with us to enjoy an irregular experience. Happy Mother's Day. Where it was up in the city when Sunday, today, the 16th, which is when I'm filming this, but you'll be seeing it tomorrow at 10:45. Who? Daddy, Mama, Bub, and Dee. And what? Beyond Van Gogh, the immersive experience. It was so cool, okay? And I mean, I'm just my kids are the best, okay? Can I tell you? It was such a thoughtful gift, such a thoughtful gift. My kids, thankfully, they enjoy the arts, they enjoy museums, they enjoy the theater, all of that, probably because as children, I took them to a lot of those things. You know, I took them to the ballet, I took them, my husband and I, we would take them to the ballet, to the theater, to the opera, to, art museums, to science museums. Like any vacation we ever went on, my husband and I would look up what museums were in town, whether it was an aquarium, like I said, an art museum, a circus museum. Like it didn't matter, if there was a museum, we went. And so my kids grew up around that, and so I'm so glad that they truly appreciate it now. They just really enjoy it. So it was so thoughtful of them. And so we went this morning, and it was lovely. It was just lovely. Along with that, they did get me an Amazon gift card, which was super sweet. And they also got me these sweet pens, right? They're Sharpies. And I don't know if I showed them on a different video or not, but they're called S-Note Creative Marker, and it just has a chisel tip on it, right? They come in really great colors. Now, this says no bleed. That's not true. Sorry, but Sharpie, your formula just bleeds through. That's all there is to it. So they claim here that you can use them for notes, underlining, highlighting, and drawing, which you can do all of those things with them, but be prepared for it to bleed. That's all I'm saying. But they're gorgeous. The colors are just so beautiful. So yeah, on this day, I want to do like some swatches and stuff. And yes, it will bleed through. No big deal. But my kids are just so thoughtful. They're so sweet. And we had such a wonderful time. And then, so talking again about things that you save throughout your day, right? So unfortunately, today's the 16th. Unfortunately, the immersion experience of Van Gogh, the Beyond Van Gogh exhibit that we went to go see, did not have any kind of brochure or anything like that, or business card or anything, which that was disappointing. However, I am gonna keep the parking ticket, okay? And I am, what my husband, he's so sweet, and my daughter didn't realize it. They're both so sweet. They didn't realize it, but my husband was up at the front and he was like, oh, do you want the postcards? And I said, oh, sure. And he also got me, look how beautiful that is, a mask, okay? I know it's sad in this day and age, but it is the Starry Night in mask form, okay? It's beautiful, and I love it. So I was so thankful that he got me that. How nice, huh? And it really does fit well, I have to say. But it's so beautiful. It really is beautiful. My daughter got a puzzle too, a 300-piece The Starry Night puzzle. You know, one thing about Van Gogh, and that I did not know, is that he actually painted the Starry Night looking out of his asylum window when he was committed. So that was an interesting little tidbit. So I got this, so excited for that. And then these were there at the front too. My husband said, oh, you love postcards. Do you want me to get you a set? And I said, well, sure. So he did get me a set. And then I went off to the restroom while my daughter was checking out. And I get into the car and she says, oh, here, Mom, I got you these. So she got me a set as well. So how beautiful is that, right? So I could send some out in Happy Mail. And that's what she said, She said, oh, well, you could always send them. So look how pretty. Even that's just a nice. In fact, I think I'm just going to use this on this page to say that we went to that exhibit. And then see, here's one of his self-portraits. It was a really cool exhibition. And like I said, what I'll do is I'll put a very short, it's like a minute some clip from our local newspaper that shows what the exhibit was all about. But it was so cool. And the Starry Night, I remember one year when I taught the high school homeschoolers, I took one of these and I blew it up, not this postcard, but I got a picture offline of the Starry Night and I blew it up to like 8.5 by 11. And then I cut it into 24 pieces. Each of the students had to take that little square, this big, And whatever was on that square, they used pastels, and they drew on dark blue construction paper, they drew just that square, right? And then we taped them all to the board, to the whiteboard, and it was like a giant puzzle of the Starry Night. And it was just so, it was so great. It was fabulous. I loved that lesson. It was just a lot of fun. And it was a cool thing to do, you know, like a collaborative little project. So that was fun. These, oh, how beautiful. Almond blossoms, oh, so gorgeous. They also had a mask with this on it, which was beautiful as well. Irises. I love irises. They were also one of my mom's favorites. This is the Cafe Terrace at Night. Beautiful. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah. Oh, it's a little glary. Sorry. And then, of course, his famous, you know, sunflowers. And interestingly enough, in the area that we live, we have sunflower fields. And sorry for the glare. I'll put those over here. Maybe it won't be so glary. Okay. Yeah, we have these beautiful sunflower fields, just acres and acres of sunflowers, and they're just so, so beautiful. So we passed a bunch of them on the way. And then after that, and here's the beautiful mask that I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. After that, we decided to go out to lunch to a place. Now, this is hilarious to me, okay? This is what it is, okay? It is a Spanish restaurant, and it says, check out our secret location, okay? This is the front. Now, on this side of this parking area is a gas station, okay? So you literally like pull up into the gas station, but then when you walk inside, it's like this swank, you know, they have like a bakery and all these different Spanish foods, and they also have wines. It looks like a wine cellar almost, you know, and it's just beautiful. The food was absolutely delicious, okay? And this is what I got. This is their little, it's a wine store, tapas, bakery, cafe. The food was absolutely delicious. My kids shared paella with squid ink, octopus ink. I don't know, made it black. But they really enjoyed it. We of course had croquetas. I mean, you can't go to a Spanish restaurant and not have croquetas. And then I had this yummy soup. My husband had an omelet. Oh my gosh, it was just so yummy and so unassuming, you know, so unassuming. I'm so glad that we went, you know. And this here, like, I had to look up this word because here in Spanish, this is like it's a bad word, you know. But if you look up the true meaning of it and you look up from the origins, the Spanish origins of the word, it actually means like the nest, you know, the crow's nest at the top of like a Spanish galleon, you know. So all of this is gonna go in here as well to mark the day, to mark, you know, what we did that day. It was just so funny. And my daughter is like, she's really interested in like finding all these like different places to eat. You know, both of my kids are very much foodies, you know, especially my son, like he loves to try different types of food from anywhere. And I mean, any type, you know, he loves Indian food, but he also, he loves Lebanese food. He loves just so many different things. Yeah. I thought we were going to go to a Korean grill, but we ended up going here and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was really, really good. And so we had a lot of fun with that. Let me see if there's anything else here that I was going to stick in the book. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did tell you, I went ahead and took these out, added another page. Yes, I did tell you that, so that I have room for my teacher appreciation stuff. You know, I want to put like the little kids' sweet notes in and stuff like that. And I have, you know, just a bunch of little cards and, you know, and notes and all of that. So I want to make sure to save all that stuff. Yeah. So that's what I have been doing in here. I really haven't been in here all week because, yeah, when I get home from work, I'm just tired as per usual. And it's been a rough week as far as my illness is gone, but that's life, you know. I get through it. I always do. So my husband has also been working himself to the bone outside, and it's been hotter than the hinges of Hades here, let me tell you. He's been building onto our shed. So he built like a shed on a shed, you know, because, oh, I forgot to tell you, because this past Wednesday we did do the closing of our hideaway. Now, if some of you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're not, you know the story. We used to have a vacation home in the Florida Keys. We have since sold it. And that's what the closing was about. And yeah, so we went this past Wednesday, and who knows, that could have been contributing to my stress. I don't know. But we met the owner. He was a really nice guy, and he actually bought it for his 85-year-old father and his mother to live there because his father is in ill health. And he said, you know, before I go, I want to live on the water. And so his son, you know, bought him our house for his father. And so it was so touching, and all of that, you know, yeah, it just solidified, I guess, for me that, you know, that we made the right decision. Yeah, so that's always nice, right? That's always nice. I've got to put this in here. You saw this last time too. For Mother's Day, we did a project. I've got to figure out where that goes though. Okay, I know where it goes. Tuesday, this was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So final day of Teacher Appreciation Week. Yep, and this was, okay. So this goes in here. So I can go ahead and see if I have, of course I do, if I have a paper clip. I mean, come on, guys, come on. Yes, I always have a paper clip. Okay, so I could put that in there too. And so, yeah, this is, you know, like, I mean, I haven't really fully decorated the pages or anything, but I have all this stuff. I did decorate these. You've seen these, or you will be seeing them. Probably this one will be coming up next. This, yes. Okay, and then last week also, so sorry, I was late with my Collage Weekly Planner. If you missed it, here's how this page turned out. It was super fun to do, super simple, one and done kind of thing, you know, but I enjoyed it and I love the way it came out. So if you missed that, they generally come out on Fridays. But this time it came out yesterday on Saturday because I just didn't have the time to film it during the week. So, yeah, let me think. I think that's pretty much it. Like this morning before we went, I came in here and I decorated these pages up, and I marked these pages up just to kind of make it a bright, beautiful, colorful background. And what did I use for this? Ecoline brush pens. That's what I used. And I just simply, you know, drew it on. No water involved at all. I just used them as a water brush, you know. So that was a lot of fun. I really like how these came out. And then I just, you know, need to go through and work a little bit on them. Work on my other pages that I have yet to do. Let's see if there's anything else. Actually, this time I did write a list. So thank you for the prayers. Yes, they really mean a lot to me. They really do. Also last week, there was a bit of drama on the channel. No need to go back and watch it, but yeah, I really want to thank you so much for all of your support, for all of you that, you know, are my loyal viewers and my subscribers. Like, I just have no words to tell you how much I appreciate, you know, you watching the videos, enjoying the videos, and all of that stuff. Also, as a side note, I never did, in one of my ranty videos last week, which was like off the cuff ranting, I never did finish telling you what the deal is with the commercials or the ads, all right? This is going on long enough, but I just want to explain it to you so you know, especially for those that don't have YouTube channels of your own, you know. The ads are put in automatically by YouTube, okay? I do not put them in. I have the power to put them in and to take them out, okay? So when I do like this, like a 30 or 35-minute video, they will literally put in 12 to 14 ads. It is crazy, okay? It's crazy. And so after I finish filming this, I will then go to my computer, upload it to my computer, take it from my computer and upload it to YouTube. While I am uploading it to YouTube, I am listening to it to, you know, to make sure if I mention anybody like my sweet Allison, I will put her link below, you know. So that's why I listen back to my videos as they're uploading and processing. That gives me the time to search for their channel, get their link, all that kind of stuff. I'm a big time fan of linking. You know, I want to make it as easy as possible for y'all to be inspired by the same people that inspire me. And so while I'm doing that, you know, that takes time and whatnot. And then once it's finished uploading and processing, okay, I am unable to go immediately back into that video and take out all the ads, okay? It just takes YouTube a while, I guess. I don't know. I'm really not sure how it works. But I have to wait like an hour or two, and then I have to remember, oh yeah, go back before it, you know, goes public to take out all those ads, because I take out 10 to 12 ads per video that YouTube puts in on their own. I take them out for your benefit. I don't, you know, I want your the viewing of my videos, I want to be as enjoyable as possible. Obviously, there are going to be ads. There are no two ways around it. But I would like to, you know, reduce that from a dozen or more to 2 to 3, you know. So I appreciate those that, you know, don't mind the video or the ads. And if there is a video that comes out that has like more than 2 or 3 ads in it, depending on the length of the video, please, I welcome you to gently remind me, hey, Elizabeth, I noticed there were quite a few ads in this video. That just tells me, oh, it's one of those videos that I forgot. And during that video that I'm specifically speaking about, I had been uploading like 6 videos that day. I was literally at the computer for like 8 hours, okay? And so it slipped my mind to go back to that particular video and take out all the ads. That's the only thing that happened. So yeah, I try to do that. I don't mind at all a gentle reminder if there are more than 2 to 3 ads in any given video. Yeah, because I don't want to irritate you guys. Y'all are my friends. Y'all are my supporters. And again, I thank you so much for that. I want to make this as enjoyable as possible for you. So I did want to put that in there. So let's see. Big Handsome building the shed. Yes, he fell off the ladder, by the way. Thank goodness he's okay. But what a nightmare that was. He almost broke his tibia, for crying out loud. That man. Anyway, we did the closing. We met the buyer. Laid on my planner video. I worked a little bit in here today, and then we had a wonderful day with our family. You know, watching or going to see the Van Gogh exhibit, and it was absolutely wonderful. You know, and then later this afternoon, my kids are going together to meet with some coworkers at my son's work. Yeah, they're gonna go meet and have dinner and have drinks together and then go do an escape room, right? So yeah, I absolutely love when our family gets together, the 4 of us, and we're able to spend quality time together, doing something that we all enjoy doing, going out to share a meal together. And then I am so blessed that my kids love to spend time together, you know, and they love being together and sharing experiences together. And I'm just, yeah, I'm feeling very blessed and very thankful. And so, yeah, I hope that you have something to be thankful and grateful about today and every day. So, I think I'll leave you there. I've yammered on long enough. And yeah, I'm going to go check on my husband because he's out at that shed again. So let me check on him, make sure he's doing okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and have a great week ahead. I really hope you have a great week ahead. And yeah, I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.